All right, Coach, that's not a bad way to end the regular season. Give yourself a shot at a bye in the first round and keep a rival team out of the playoffs.
Yeah, I think, we spoke yesterday at practice and again prior to the game about just finishing the season the right way. And, whatever happens tonight happens. If we have to go to Syracuse, obviously you'd love to avoid the best of 3 if possible. But let's let it play out. But let's finish it strong today, get a chance to knock the Marlies out, and also get 40 wins for the franchise. And I think it played out as perfectly as possible here this week with a lot of guys getting rest, and the fact that we had played a tremendous amount of hockey up until Sunday evening there in Toronto.
Another big night from Logan Shaw, rolling an assist. How much has he been leading by example down the stretch?
Well, 12 years in the American League for myself, I certainly have seen how veterans step up towards the end of the season because ultimately, as much as Shawzy's played in Ottawa and he's played some games in the NHL, when you're a veteran guy and playing at this level, it's about the Calder Cup. It really is. And I can't say enough about the leadership group in general, how much they've stepped up here over the last couple months. Agostino I thought was fantastic again tonight as well. So, but Shawzy's game has been dialed in here for a number of weeks, and that's how you win. You win with good prospects and good veterans, and when you combine the two, if they're playing the right way and playing within your structure, you have a chance to win.
Good goaltending helps as well, and you've certainly been getting that from Philip Gustafson, especially with the up and down and back and forth that he's been through the last few weeks.
Well, we've talked a lot this year about the 7 guys that had starts over the course of the 72 games, and I think that each goalie over the course of the season had their moment where they won big games. Mandolese won some big games for us. Obviously Sogard and Gus too. His season was a lot in flux with a lot of up and down. There's a couple different times where he didn't even make it through a practice, and he was heading back up. So he was certainly dialed in tonight. I thought he was excellent. Made a couple tremendous saves there early, and certainly in the third as well when they were making their push to try and get back in the hockey game.
Last one for me, I've seen a fair bit of chatter on the social media these days about the Calder Cup playoffs maybe not meaning as much or anything to some folks who follow the NHL. What does the Calder Cup playoffs mean to you as a guy who's chased that trophy and to your team?
Well, I think that we can all disagree or agree on what it takes. I truly believe, and I've only worked for 2 organizations, but the organization I came from, as much as it was about getting the prospects to the NHL, the winning at the AHL level was paramount. And there's a number of teams that do it in the NHL. Vegas is another one, truly believes, and that's why the American League team has been very competitive in a brief couple of years. The Hershey Bears got the most Calder Cups. So if anybody believes that these games down the stretch can't make a prospect better, or even playoffs where it's even more intense, where each win is life or death in terms of your season continuing, then I just don't agree with it. And even over a few cocktails, you'd have a hard time convincing me otherwise, because I've seen it and been in this league a long time.
You got some reinforcements, 6 transactions today. Your team is kind of coming into their own, and you're getting all your guys back now.
Yeah, Kelly obviously will automatically go in the lineup, so that'll be a tough decision for us. It's very difficult. Today was a day where, for example, I really wanted to get Jack Doherty his 300th AHL game, but winning and getting to 40 games, putting the Marlies out, and giving us a chance to avoid the best of 3 took priority. So, we're going to put the best 12, 6, and 2 out that we can. And, Parker Kelly obviously is a big player and a big prospect that can help us. And we'll go from there. Sharky's getting closer. We've got a couple junior guys who are on the brink of elimination. But as I've said to many people, if you're going to play 8 weeks of hockey, and that's ultimately what it is. If you want to win the Calder Cup, it's 8 weeks. You're not going to use only 12 forwards, 60, and a goalie. So we'll see how it plays out. We're going to enjoy this today, take a day off, maybe take 2 if we're going to Syracuse, and then we'll get ready and, we'll see where it takes us.
Awesome.